Oh boy, the rivalry between Kanye and Drake just reached nuclear levels as Kanye just posted Drake's Toronto address onto the internet, and there seems to be no going back as a sales battle seems imminent, a battle which might cause the biggest rupture in Northern American society since the Civil War. And of course, just like the Confederates, Kanye will most probably try to defend slavery too.
You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years? That sounds like a choice.
Now to see who might come out on the top from this sales battle and why, stick with me till the end to find out. But before that, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. And now, without further ado, let's get cracking! Kanye is no stranger to sales battles, as in 2007 he went head-to-head with 50 Cent, with Kanye releasing his Graduation album while 50 Cent was releasing his Curtis album. Between the two albums, Graduation came out on the top, selling a whopping 957k units, while Curtis still sold a respectable 691k units first week, being the first time since Guns N' Roses' Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 that two albums sold more than 600k simultaneously on their first week of release. During the lead up to the battle between the two, Kanye and 50 Cent were actually doing press runs together and also appearing on talk shows together. While they were giving the impression of beefing, most probably to increase the hype around their albums, the two were actually on good terms. But the same cannot be said about the current beef of Drake and Kanye. Today we don't have a joint press run or a huge televised campaign either, but Kanye's and Drake's actions are actually indicating towards a sales battle which looks to be even bigger and more epic than the one Kanye and 50 Cent had. The first thing that made me say that there is going to be a sales battle is the fact that since 24th of July, Kanye has delayed the album twice, probably knowing that Drake is going to release in August too. And according to Kids Takeover, Kanye actually tried to reach out to Drake to see when he actually drops, probably in order to try to delay Drake's album just like he did in 2018 when Kanye scheduled 5 projects one after another just to mess with Drake's release schedule. Also not long after the first listening party that happened on 22nd of July, Drake proceeded to announce on the radio that his Certified Lover Boy is completed by saying the following: "Album's cooked, looking forward to delivering it to you," which all sounds good and normal, but at the end he also had to add this: "OVO, we aim for the head, we don't aim to please. Certified Lover Boy on the way, and that's for anyone in the way." Well, if that last bit doesn't sound like an invitation to war, then I don't know what else it is. Following this, Kanye prepared another elaborate listening party to further show that he's not messing around and that he's ready to go to war too. And what truly showed me that Kanye is not messing around at all is the fact that he seemed to include 24 songs onto his album, showcasing that he's ready to squeeze out every single stream possible and send the album all the way to the top. Even though Kanye's first 2 albums both passed the 20 songs mark, since then Kanye has been dropping shorter and shorter projects, these mostly ranging from 7 to 13 songs. Kanye basically copied Drake's strategy of overflowing albums with songs so they can pump up the numbers and make sure that the album can hit that sweet #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 200. Cause let's not forget that Drake's Scorpion has been unnecessarily bloated with filler material that was just there to fill out the gaps and pump up its streams. Considering that Kanye's album is going to be 24 songs long, let's talk about streaming numbers now and the possible sales numbers that the two could have. If we recall, Kanye's Year, which was only 7 songs long, still managed to chart at #1 on the Hot 200 and moved 208k units first week. Through simple mathematics, we should multiply these units by 3 and get the approximative number of what Donda could possibly sell. I think 500k or 600 600k units is a safe bet, especially considering that the album literally assembled the Avengers of trap, rap and R&B, plus the anticipation is at an all-time high, as literally even my grandma is awaiting Donda to drop. That's how much of a cultural phenomenon this rollout has been. Regarding the sales of Drake, his Scorpion, which was bloated beyond imagination, has sold 730k units first week. This was of course achieved by overhyping the project with some really successful singles such as God's Plan, Nice for What and I'm Upset. So far Drake has only released one single, Laugh Now, Cry Later, featuring Lil Durk, which of course was a huge hit, charting at number 2 on Billboard Hot 100 and launching Lil Durk into stardom. Now if Drake truly tries to make a surprise drop and release the album at the same time as Donda, I feel like his numbers might get a bit hurt, but nevertheless I'm still expecting at least 500k or 600k units sold. Because let's not forget that Drake is the dude who released Scary Hours 2, a 3-song EP which had all of its songs at number 1, number 2 and number 3 respectively on the Billboard Hot 100, and the EP moved the equivalent of 200k units first week. So let's not underestimate the selling power of Drake. Now I'll briefly address academics, as he's literally talking utter nonsense, as there is no way Kanye is going to sell 200k units with 24 songs on the album, because he really built the hype this time around, as he most probably knew that Drake is not an easy target at all, and I think that the two will have a really close race, possibly separated only by a couple of thousands of units. Now before revealing who I think will win the battle, there were some new developments since initially scripting this video. Drake was featured on Trippie Redd's Trip at Night album on the song Betrayal, where he seemed to take direct shots towards Kanye and Pusha T by saying the following: 45, 44, burned out, let it go, you ain't changing shit for me, it's set in stone. Probably Drake references the age gap between him and Kanye and Pusha T, Drake being their junior with around 10 years. But the gap is nowhere near as big as between Drake and the girls he usually tends to hit on. Kanye was quick to respond by posting a screenshot of a group chat which seems to contain Pusha T and Virgil Abloh, where he seems to claim that Drake will never recover from this. Even though this was more than enough, as it got the message across, Kanye wanted to double down and posted Drake's Toronto address onto the internet, aspect which Drake seemed to laugh off on his Instagram. But truth to be told, I think Drake will do more than just laugh, and I think somehow he'll get back at Kanye before his listening party down in Chicago on 26th of August. So I wouldn't be surprised if Drake pulls up at Kanye's childhood house and proceeds to piss on it, or maybe even use his poop to write his name all over the place. Now please let me know down in the comment section, do you think that Kanye went too far for revealing Drake's address, and how do you think Drake will respond? Plus please let me know, who do you think will come out on the top from this battle? Speaking of which, time to reveal my personal pick. If you ask me who will win, well honestly I don't have a concrete answer, as both Kanye and Drake are totally different artists. Drake is a certified hitmaker that will have the help of every playlist and radio station in the country, with him literally popping up in everyone's playlist like some annoying YouTube ad. Speaking of ads, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and help me reach 1,000 subscribers so I can finally monetize my channel and finally quit flipping burgers at Krusty Krab. Meanwhile, Kanye sees himself as an artist first and foremost, thus he will have his hardcore fanbase that he can count on to pump up his numbers. But at the same time, I feel like he managed to create so much hype around this album that even normal people who don't follow closely the music industry will probably check out the album to see what all the buzz is about. Plus deep down everyone is rooting for Kanye, because the man has been going through a lot lately, from a disaster disastrous presidential campaign all the way to divorcing Kim. This could prove a moment of redemption for Kanye. Just like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was a moment of redemption after the 2009 VMA incident with Taylor Swift. Because let's be honest, even though we all love Drake, he is not surrounded by as much drama as Kanye. Literally, Drake's biggest worry at the moment is how to Tusi slide in his $200 million mansion. And that's why I think Kanye will have the edge over Drake, and that's why he'll narrowly beat Drake at the sales battle. But at the same time, just as Fantano has said, Kanye having gone through so much and losing everything so many times will also give Kanye the mental edge too. But until we possibly get the once-in-a-lifetime clash of titans and see who will actually come out on the top, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, drop a like, share the video with your friends, and if you want, check out one of my previous videos on my channel. Once again, this has been Trapology 101. Till next time, stay safe and see you around, folks.